Welcome to the Texas Goat Radio Show. I'm your host, Motwarias. This is part 7 of the 1775 live stream. Owen Benjamin is talking about Russell Brand now.
With Jimmy Savile. Russell Brand interviews Jimmy Savile. Here's Russell Brand with the biggest globalist depopulationist in the world, Yuval Harari. He's a piece of shit. And here, Kyneton, are we off Twitter? Here's the cartoon me and Mountain Bear made a while ago called Russell Bland. You guys want to see Russell Bland? A lot of these people are leveraging hype. Yeah, if you're on Twitter, unauthorized.tv, Rumble, all those places.
So he didn't even make it 36 minutes on Twitter before he knew that he was going to break TOS. This is one of the reasons why I fully, fully believe that out of all of the platforms that he's ever been banned on, he did it to himself consciously. He made those decisions so that he could herd his followers to UATV. It wasn't for any other reason besides he could label himself the most banned comedian and make as much money as possible from his followers, and it just didn't work out. That's why he's still on Rumble and everywhere else for free, even though he has UATV. It's because if he did go behind a paywall permanently, that would be a death sentence for him, and because nobody would be able to find him.
Yeah, they fake these controversies to get persecution clout. It's really gross. Okay, where is it? Russell video.
I could just see Curtis Stone holding up that mirror right there. I don't think the controversy between Owen and other people is really manufactured per se, but he does do it on purpose in order to stay relevant, I think. And we're not going to watch this. Not going to watch it with his kid on there either. Hold on. Is he playing this with his kid in the room?
Hey, kiddo. My son's here.
I was going to say that I got Benny from not being stuck. Like, he was in, like, that really... Yeah.
Good to see you guys. Bye, Jack. Bye, Charlie. Charlie, go on with the boys. I'll see you guys soon. Hey, where's Benny now, Wall?
Okay, so they just came in for a minute. But that's the problem with being so vulgar and problematic, is because, especially when you have children like that, they're always within ear reach. They're always listening. And so there's no telling. Do y'all remember whenever he was doing that live stream, the window was open, and he was screaming and screeching about all kinds of vulgarity, and his wife and whoever the dude was walked past the open window and he got embarrassed as though he's not doing this to be put on the internet? Yeah. How many times do you think he played that? At least twice.
Owen Benjamin, not funny anymore. Dude, I'm the funniest N in the biz. All right. So, let's take a look at what's going on in Islam these days. This guy's crushing. Listen to this.
You don't raise your children the way we do. I mean, a 9-year-old boy in Gaza is more of a man than a 25-year-old in America. You prolong adolescence to an absurd degree. You don't prioritize maturity. But at the same time, you sexualize your children very early. I mean, you've got like third graders twerking, you know, and singing explicit song lyrics, and then you put that on social media for everyone to see. You're teaching kindergartners about sex, masturbation, about homosexuality and transgenderism. You think that prepubescent children can decide to have their genitals removed before they even know what they're actually for. You put little girls in beauty contests and try to turn them into, you know, miniature Beyoncés and Cardi B's singing about WAP. 12% of 12-year-olds in the U.S. are already sexually active at 12. And that's from a study 10 years ago. So you can expect that the percentage is even higher now. 6.5% of them had actually already engaged in anal sex by the age of 12. The majority of sex offenders in the West victimize children. And they say about 90% of sexual assaults on children are never even reported. So imagine what the real number.
There's so much to be said about what he's saying. Whether or not it's true, but there's a whole lot that can be said about their culture as well. I'm just gonna say that.
No, you have a pedophilia problem in the West. And no matter how much you wish you could, you can't shift that over to us. We're not going to help you justify your sickness.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. He's like, you can't shift it over to us. But in their culture, it's a very big problem. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Can a man become a woman?
In my opinion.
And here's the situation with Owen. The only reason why Owen even considers to push the religion of Islam is for the money. That is the only reason. That and the whole child bride thing. Yeah, I think he has a thing for that as well.
You have a man, you have a woman. I think part of it is birth. Can the man give birth? No. Although
Can a man become a...
I mean, guys, it's over. It's like over for the right-left thing, okay? Anybody that thinks that guy is a quote-unquote right-winger, like somebody... Dude, literally Christians say he's the reincarnation of King David and shit. He can't say, can a man become a woman? Watch this. No. This is insane. It's just like crazy.
Can a man become a woman?
in my opinion,
I think a lot of that has to do with Melania, if you know what I'm saying. And by the way, Paul from Pocket said that Jennifer Aniston's a man. Did God tell him that? Because I know two guys that have fucked her. All right? I've been to her house. I know Jennifer Aniston. Definitely not a guy. She might have big hands, but not a guy. I mean, the shit that comes out of these truthers' mouths that I know for a fact isn't true.
Hey guys, just to remind y'all, I'm still Hollywood. I've been to her house. Name drop much there, bud. I mean, for somebody who claims that Hollywood is babble and all that kind of stuff and condemns it, he sure does go out of his way to remind his listeners that he is from Hollywood.
It's fucking mind-blowing. But I guess just saying these people are men made him a lot of money when he was real.
In my opinion, that's probably one of the only things that bring people to him is the Hollywood connection, the stardom.
Desperate in shithole India. All right. I have theories about why they start looking like guys. I think it has to do with taking HGH. But if God's speaking directly to you, then how do you get things wrong like that? You know what I'm saying? Kind of weird, right? Okay. Can a man become a woman? No. Rumble pauses. Yeah. Watch this. So Operation Short Speed, for those of you that have not caught up, off-grid farmer, quote-unquote, and Ponzi scheme operator Scortus Stone came on my stream and made an absolute asshole of himself. Codsworth, what stream number was it? It's worth
1771. And it's hilarious that he says he showed up on my stream and made an absolute whatever of himself. He was acting like Owen to Owen. And it's brilliant whenever you zoom out and just appreciate it for what it is. Because he did act exactly like Owen and forced Owen to condemn Owen. It's brilliant.
Watching. A lot of people have gotten a lot of joy out of it. It's, what was it, 1772? 3? Codsworth. It's crazy. And in the stream, he claimed he was alpha. And I was his bitch. And it's called Crack Snake Moan. Scorticus rage quits and media tells the truth about me. Episode 1771. I've watched it twice. Yeah, dude. It's the biggest gamma male meltdown you'll ever see in your life. Like, I was talking to a mom today.
Yeah. And the whole mirror thing was brilliant. Because whenever Curtis did take a moment and was actually giving Owen a dose of reality, Owen could do nothing except for retract in his chair, become very effeminate and childish. That was the only thing Owen could do, and beat on his piano a little bit. That was it.
And she was like, the funniest part was you just kept saying, are you done? Like,
what?
I've watched it twice. Yeah, dude, it's the biggest gamma male meltdown you'll ever see in your life. Like, I was talking to a mom today, and she was like, the funniest.
Did he say he was talking to his mom or a mom?
His part was you just kept saying, are you done? Like, I was treating him like a little kid. So worth the watch, hilarious to watch him unravel like that. Paul said God told him the economy would collapse in 2019. I know, and it's weird that I can go in and use this $5 to buy fairly similar things in 2023 than 2019. But see, then Paul switched it and said God told him what it really was that the economy's insolvency could not be ignored. And that's why they had to do COVID. Okay.
It's ironic that it keeps holding up cash, saying, well, I can still walk into the store. There's a lot of places that don't even accept cash. So even the points that he tries to make are just stupid. But he wouldn't know that because he hides on his little fake farm ranch hand, or what is it, homestead, that he accuses Curtis Stone of faking, even though Curtis actually does what he claims to do.
I guess God has a way of, and don't get me wrong, I've made predictions that didn't come true. I'm not a goddamn prophet. I shouldn't say goddamn when it comes to that. But I don't claim that God's speaking to me directly. I think God influences me, obviously. I think that I'm on a path. But to say God speaks to you is a dangerous claim because you'll fail unless it's true, which it isn't, in my opinion. You're going to fail. I've never seen a guy be like right on the money with all his predictions. The prophecies were interpreted by quantitative easing. Yeah, exactly. He believes COVID is real, but also said COVID was an op. He thinks it's a biological weapon out of China. It's retarded. Guys, he thinks Jesus had a failed incarnation and is below his current master of the heartfulness meditation. Okay? Now, I'm not telling you what to feel, but like, kind of wacky stuff there. He says that we're a slave race, that we're bred to be slaves. Louisiana Black Bear. This isn't directed at you. But, and you can see that based on our DNA has like weird fusions. Hey, dude, he reads New Age shit and thinks it's real. All right, God speaks in sinks and bears, provably have had tons. Yeah, but dude, to say God speaks to you directly and then you...
Okay, did you hear what the comment just said? God speaks through sinks and the bears. And so Owen's sitting there saying that prophets don't exist. Very...
Claim it, you better be fucking right or else you're really off. Dude, Paul plays videos of Britney Spears dancing for with in her underwear, and he mocks her for it. Which is fine. Do whatever you want, but you're a prophet of God, you're a messenger of God, and you're just humiliating an old hag that was MK Ultra'd in the fucking Mickey Mouse Club. That's what you're doing with your life. Judge not, lest ye be judged, my friend.
It's so bizarre, this whole situation right now. This is the Texas Go Radio Show, and I'm your host, motwarias. As always, till next time.